Okay, guys, it's Luke here from Patient Rush, and today I have with me the lovely Stephanie Pantoya from Wellington, Florida. Stephanie is a client of ours, and she has a medical spa over there in Florida, and so we thought we'd get her on today and have a chat and get her knowledge and wisdom for you all. So, Stephanie, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, to get us started, Stephanie, give us a little bit of background on how you got into the industry and how you started your business and the story there.
I have more than 10 years in the medical field. I've kind of done a little bit of everything. I started off on the cardiac unit working in the local hospital here, dabbled into the OR a little bit and OBGYN even. So I've always loved aesthetics, and I started going to conferences and kind of learning. I was trying to hopefully venture off and work with a physician locally, but that didn't work out. So I figured, okay, I have the degree, the knowledge, and little by little I started learning, and about 2.5 years ago. And I've been on my own since. It's been great. Lots of ups and downs, lots of learning along the way, but it's been good. I can't complain, and I love it.
Awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. And so since you started over the last two and a bit years, what's helped you to grow and keep the business moving and what's worked for you, what maybe hasn't, what's been your experience on the marketing and growth side of things?
Yeah, so believe it or not, it's funny, my husband has marketing background, but again, we have children, he's busy, so I had to
Sure.
hire someone to kind of help me out. Social media is a huge avenue, as you know, especially with the younger generation. So trying to be as active, it is very hard, it is time consuming, but definitely being involved. Word of mouth as well. If somebody's happy, they tend to bring in lots of other friends and family members.
Sure.
And just being networking, trying to put the word out, promotions and deals, because a lot of these things can be pricey to help, entice people to come in as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything, and it's still a learning process.
Yeah, sure. And so, but overall, this is it's an important part to your business, isn't it? I mean, if the new people aren't coming in, then it's stagnant, isn't it? Catches up on you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nice. And so with also like with everything that's going on now in the world that we're all experiencing with COVID-19, how has that impacted your business and how have you adjusted and what have you had to do to keep moving?
Yeah. So we're in South Florida, where it obviously hit pretty hard. First couple weeks, as with any other business, nobody really knew what was right, what was wrong. We did close for about 2 weeks just to kind of help out with the community, whatever we could do.
Yeah.
We reopened, and then we were told that following, like it was probably Wednesday, Friday, and that Monday, everyone had to close the cases. So we shut down for almost 2 months, and that was very scary.
Yeah.
We kind of, just like any medical spa, we've already did the hygiene and the cleaning and the sanitizing, and most of the girls during facials wore masks and during surgery. So we already had a lot of things in place. When we came back, obviously it was times 10. So more cleaning, spacing out patients, things like that. But I will tell you that with the help of the marketing company, you guys, we've actually done better during COVID than we were doing before. So I'm not sure if it's because people are home more, they have, more time. But we've done very, very well.
Yeah, it's good to hear. It's interesting you say that because, we've actually seen that across all of our clients who, obviously we have some clients who have been more, because there's two ways to react to any situation in life, right? You can either sort of retract and I don't want to say fear, but retract and like, let's all just wait and let things happen. Or you can attack it and look to find the positive and find the way through. I think that applies in anything. And we've noticed that the clients who have kept moving, kept their advertising moving, kept their business moving, it's gone up like this. It's been interesting because I guess most people in the market are retracting. And so that means that there's more opportunity for those who we keep moving. So yeah, it's interesting.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. We, it was the fear in the very beginning. We didn't know how people would respond. A lot of people didn't want to do a lot of these services because you're face to face. But
Yeah.
like anything, like you said, we took it one day at a time. We try to make sure that they feel comfortable. There's still people, obviously, who are not. But when they are, we made sure to take our precautions and make sure that they're taken care of and that we're all safe at the end of the day.
Nice. Oh, good on you. I just want to ask you something else sort of around that, which is kind of an offshoot of marketing, Stephanie, is how do you approach your consultations in a way that you can sell the most and upsell the most? Not to just sell everyone. Obviously, it depends on what the client wants, what they need, that, you want to give them a beautiful experience, but give them the opportunity to, try more services or get a package or whatever it is. How do you approach that aspect? Because it's an important aspect, right? Like you can get all the leads in, but if you're not dealing with them in the right way, you don't take advantage of all the opportunity. How do you approach that?
Right. Yeah. So it is a learning process. A lot of us, especially NPs, PAs, or doctors who have more of the medical side, learning to sell was not our niche. It is a learning process, but you become comfortable. I'm very natural. I talk to a lot of my patients. I tell them everything. I don't hide anything because I think being honest is the best way, So I tell my patients, listen, I'm here to give you all the information. I love to educate. I think that's a highlight. When they see you're passionate, you want to do what's right, the sale closes itself, Yes. So I'll usually bring them in and I usually tell them, here's all the information. Here's the good, here's the bad, here's the possible side effects. And I tell them I'm not here to make a sell. I'm here to give you the information and then you decide. Most of the time I will say we set up the appointment that if they want to do the treatment the same day they can, and we close a lot of the deals that way. We, a lot of times I will say, speaking for myself and the girls, we will also take that time to upsell, like you're saying. That was a learning process as well, but I became comfortable. I kind of do a full face assessment talks or something. A lot of times they don't even know, or they say, hey, I need this. And in reality, they need something completely different. So we take that time to educate, and I have a lot of girls that will come back and say, you know what, I also want to do this and that. And that. In a full face assessment, full holistic approach, where you can treat them more than what they thought they just came in for.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's interesting actually. I did another episode with another client who's actually a dentist, and he, like, the foundation is the same as what you're saying. Like it's integrity, it's honesty, it's meeting people, really meeting them at the real heart level and just seeing what they need help with and giving them all the options. And from there, it evolves, isn't it? It's not even like people think it's like you got to be salesy, but it's not that. It's just, it's been real, it's been honest.
Natural.
And
real. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so just to wrap up here, Stephanie, is there anything that you would suggest to someone who's maybe just getting started or trying to get their business to the next level? What would you say to them? What's, based on all your experience and where you're at now?
Yeah. So it's always an ongoing process. I'm always going to conferences and learning, as everyone should. Networking, don't stop learning. Meet people. What may not work for you might work for someone else, or vice versa. So always seeing, inputs from other people, staying up to date, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, being connected with the right team. I mean, you guys have been great. And I'll sit there kind of hand holding, because sometimes you don't know where to start, where to go, and just having somebody kind of guide you and see what works really helps. So just network and be involved. Social media, obviously, is a big one.
Nice. Yeah, that's fantastic advice. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. I really appreciate your time and sharing your story and your knowledge. Look forward to more growth and success alongside you.
Perfect. Thank you guys for all your help as well.
Awesome.